This is a series about living healthy, thinking healthy, and eating healthy. It's also the story of how my team and I are going to build an online resource for healthy living. Along the way, we'll be meeting producers, medical experts, and chefs, and getting info on some of the latest trends and theories, and of course, recipes. In this episode, I'll be making cheese, getting some innocent fish drunk and disorderly, and showing you my healthy, delicious Mexican meals.
Hi, I'm Luke Michael. Welcome to goodfood.com. My mission in life is to be as healthy as I can possibly be. And to that end, I eat healthy food, I live a healthy lifestyle, and I do the exercise that works best for me. I've been in and out of the food business pretty much all my life, and eating well is an important part of my life. I love my food, and it's got to be good. And I'm not just talking about taste, I'm talking about good food for my body and my soul. I live a busy life in a big city. I mean, I'm driving all over the town, doing voiceovers, DJing, doing a food demo here and there. And if I'm gonna perform at my peak, I've got to take care of myself. And there's no denying it. When I eat well, I feel great. So I've done a lot of research into how to get the best fuel to put into my body. So it seemed only natural to me to share what I'd learned. When I began my journey, I wanted a resource to point me in the right direction to healthy living. As a cook, I wanted a resource that told me where to get the best produce. As a husband and a father, I wanted a resource that presented the latest scientific theories on nutrition. As a citizen of this planet, I wanted a resource to present the facts about traditional organic farming versus modern intensive methods. But it wasn't there, so I had to do it the hard way. And you know what? It was really fun. I became fascinated by all these topics. And this is the story of my crusade. I'm going to create an information hub for living and eating healthy. Organics, medical tips, facts, growers, suppliers, and most importantly, recipes. Lots of them. So, my mission is to find fresh, local, seasonal organic produce, to prepare organic gourmet meals, while investigating, reporting, and showcasing the organics industry worldwide. And in this season, we're checking out South Africa. Organics are in pretty much every grocery store all across the world and gaining in popularity. But there are still lots of misconceptions and lots of misinformation. Is it just a fad? Are there really fewer toxins? And how come people have survived so far on regular food?
I went to visit Crispin Jackson, head of organic farming at Wensleydale Farms just outside Johannesburg. I wanted him to tell me about the differences between organic and conventional farming, and also what it means to him to be a farmer in this modern age.
Organics is as much about the management practices and procedures as it is about not using chemicals. So it really takes a bit of an adjustment for farmers to learn what it is that they need to do to get their crop rotation into sync. How do they start making their compost? How do they actually manage their farm where you can't now use herbicides? But so it takes at least 3 years to get rid of that first sort of chemical stuff, and for the farmer to start understanding what they're doing. So with organics, the certification is checking the management procedures. It's the only time that farming is actually regulated, and that's what actually gives the strength to the consumer.
A silly question comes up for me. If organics is so regulated and so beneficial for the consumer, why on earth are farmers farming conventionally?
I actually have no idea why or how a conventional farmer can still carry on doing what he's doing. It does nothing for the farmer. His input costs increase year on year because he's got to apply more fertilizer. His Pest and diseases cost increases because he's under higher pressure year on year, and his output drops. So it's a swing, and very soon you start getting input costs above output costs, and then guys walk off their farm and go find another one.
So why?
It's the easy way of farming, and that's the problem. The chemical agriculture really started post Second World War.
Yeah.
It was a stillborn baby of the dynamite industry. Primary agricultural chemical used in food production is an organic phosphate. Also happens to be one of the primary ingredients of nerve gas. Now, why do we want to be eating that?
Oh my God.
It can't be good. So you just put two and two together and you got a problem here. In 70 years,
Yeah.
and it is only 70 years, we have stuffed our agriculture worldwide. The demand for perfect looking product, for green product, green as in not ripe,
Right.
means that within conventional agriculture, we're no longer eating the same quality of food with the same taste and the same benefit to us as humans. So A, we're not eating good food anymore, but B, we're applying chemicals to it which are fundamentally damaging and destroying the world in which we live in. That we have a fundamental duty as stewards of this earth to protect not only ourselves. I mean, we're managing to destroy ourselves, which is mass suicide. We're lemmings. Not only are we destroying ourselves, we're destroying the rest of the nature around us, and it's just incorrect. So I really get a kick out of being able to farm and knowing that year in and year out I'm making this farm slightly better. That when I leave, it's slightly better.
I was so inspired by that visit that I decided I wanted to grow some food for myself. Just a little herb garden for now, but who knows, it could be way more.
When I visited Crispin on his farm, it was almost at the end of his growing season. So he's invited me back later in the year to see the farm in full swing. He's also offered to introduce me to organic growers across the country so I can see more of the organics industry. Crispin rocks, and he's going to be an invaluable resource in the months ahead.
So for me, the issue of organic farming being better than conventional methods is an open and shut case.
But I've also learned that some foods are better for us as individuals than others. I mean, what's good for me might not be good for you.
The days of the one-size-fits-all diet are over. It's time to introduce our medical expert to shed some light on these new discoveries. Dr. B is a medical doctor,